guys, it is Muck and Bobo. We are going to be talking just the craziness of what's been going on lately, and you know, see if we have any ideas on it, and kind of figure out what's going on. Apple and Facebook both report. From yesterday, I think that they're going to report good, um, and I think this market is going to take off. But that being said, I said the market would take off yesterday. It did. And then miraculously on the overnight, we are down about one third, two thirds of what we rallied up yesterday. So this market's getting fishy. I think there's two massive players out there, one pushing it to the upside, one pushing it to the downside. And it's going to be a great market to make money one side's got to capitulate. So we're either going to snap all the way up to like 4,000, or we're going to snap all the way down to, 2,100.
I don't think 21. I don't think 2,100.
But,
I think 2,700 is game, or 2,600 potentially. It's not going to go much further than that. But I think there are competing forces out there. I have really I mentioned it yesterday. I'm trying to kind of just stand clear today. Today I busied myself with activities. I've got a daughter and her boyfriend in town that have been here for 2 weeks. They're going home tomorrow. Got a son that's heading off to law school, I guess Saturday. So I have been just tending to ministerial details. I brought my wife's car to get checked and all kinds of bullshit. But I'm trying to avoid really trading too much.
that's always a good
I
thing.
think it's
You never want to overtrade or trade your profits away. I think more people need to learn that. Um, I think you got PPP and BlackRock constantly buying, and I think you have a consortium of big sellers out there that you know want to keep this kind of range locked for political, ideological. I have no idea what reasons. World domination. I don't know.
well, volume has been very light, which is not tremendously different than most late Julys in past years. Of course, everybody is on their computers theoretically, or closer to their computers, but volume is still very light. I mean, it's just driven. It's just really the algo is driving it, I think, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I don't know. I'm down today. Not really. 600 buck down. It looks like the S&P, the SPY is trying to rally back today. It was at 322, and now it's rallying back, trying to get. So I don't know. Not. It's weird when 3M's down $3, so I'm not buying it. But Apple's up, light, $2 on the day. That's nothing for Apple. It seems like everyone's just kind of hanging out. Like I said, I'm betting on a blowout earnings, and if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong.
Well, I think the case with Apple is that you could have blowout earnings. It's all about what expectations are, really, right? I mean, I think that's the rub there. I mean, you got some big players coming tonight. Tonight is, we'll see what Friday brings. I think it's going to be a very interesting times. I'm looking to kind of gear back up starting tomorrow, maybe tonight.
Well, I think we also got to get some action from Congress eventually. Um, I'm
I
hoping
can give you the skinny on that.
I'm hoping next week, right? Maybe we get something. No.
I mean, here's where it stands currently. Mitch McConnell has basically backed off. He is standing down. He's not even engaged in the discussions. Won't meet with Schumer and Nancy. So, for whatever reason, Mark Meadows is now behind Mnuchin. Mnuchin has been a fairly effective player in this mess up until this point. Now you got Meadows involved. And Meadows, in my estimation, really is not a tremendously sophisticated politician. He doesn't quite get where the rub is. Um, so here's what's happening in the Senate. The Republicans in the Senate were not able to come to agreement, which would have resulted in a bill being coming from the Senate. Then you would have had the competing House bill that's been out for 5 or 6 weeks, and then they could theoretically,
Bridge them.
you know, trade. Well, I mean, they're very, very different. Even what McConnell has said he wants versus what Nancy has. Nancy's asking for the farm, for the farm, the dogs, the cows, and 5 acres. But so it looks to me increasingly like what we may end up seeing is a fail-safe bill. That is some type of temporary relief that just bridges the gap to the election. I don't know. I just don't see how they can do it. I think the most interesting political thing that happened today was GDP came out, which of course was a train wreck,
Yeah.
as most people expected. But then Trump sends out this goofy tweet about delaying the election, and I think, in my estimation, he just did that just to, it's just the chimp throwing shit at the wall,
Well,
trying to get people to react, and of course people got all up and
I think he strategically does random shit like that, like just to spark things. I don't know. I've seen him like say one thing that's like super outrageous, knowing that like Pelosi and the other people will instantly like take the other side of it. I don't know.
well,
He's
well,
really
I
stupid
think I
at being
think I
damn
think it's
smart.
I don't disagree. That's a well played game of his. But it's become so tired. I think most people are just ignoring it, and really, what it's become kind of. I don't know if you've seen what's happening on Twitter, but all the reporters are asking the senators, "Well, what do you think? Where are we going to delay the election?" McConnell has said no, and a whole bunch of them have said no. It's not going to happen. So next item.
Why
You
is
know,
McConnell backing down on this one and not arguing it? That seems like that's his strength. You know what I mean? Other than looking like a turtle.
well, what do you mean? What's his strength?
That he normally is the one that can figure out stuff and get things done. Why is he backing down to
Oh,
make
no,
this?
no. Well, here's the skinny. What you have is within the Republican caucus of the Senate, you have those that are running, a very sizable number of Republicans that are running for reelection, facing incredible headwinds. So they're inclined to grease the skids and to give money, to put money in the economy. Then you have a whole host of senators that are not running this year. Ted Cruz, prominent amongst them, who says, "Oh no, we need to be fiscally conservative." I mean, I don't think, realistically. I mean, some of it's politics, so it's hard to discern what is purely political and what is, what they really think. But I mean, I think this is fucking bad. I think this is really fucking bad.
Well, I mean, when have we ever been fiscally conservative? Like, let's just be honest about that. We always spend way
We
too much
haven't.
money on anything.
We
Bridges
haven't.
to nowhere.
Well, but that's what I mean. It's all political bullshit. But I mean, I'm telling you, I think you're going to face, you are facing a real crisis in this fucking country.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it's been kited for a couple of months by Kushner's analysis. We should be cooking with gas. It's fucking July.
no.
Fuck, we're stuck. And you got four more states that are about to go fucking code red. Kentucky being amongst them. And that ain't good for Mitch because he's running.
Um. So what are the odds of like a blue sweep on everything then?
Who knows? I mean, right now the Republicans are in soup. They're in soup. First off, in the House, like every contested election, the Republicans are really they're stuck. They're stuck in the mud. Larry Sabato out of University of Virginia does a very good analysis of elections. You can sign up for this newsletter. It's quite good. I recommend that people get it. But what he says is that in the House, those contested districts, where Democrats did very well in 2018, they look very good again. So the real issue is in the Senate because the Republicans have a disproportionate number of people running for reelection. Now, Martha McSally in Arizona is in death trouble. Um, who's a senator in Colorado whose name escapes me? Cory Gardner. He's in death. He's in death throes, and Susan Collins has got some trouble. The guy in North Carolina, he's in serious fucking trouble. But what this has now done, this morass has created potential problems for Joni Ernst in Iowa, Susan Collins, who was to be expected a little bit in Maine, although she's running against a person who's really not up to snuff. It's created problems for McConnell because because he's running up against headwinds. He's never been well loved in Kentucky, despite being Senate Majority Leader. And you've got a host of different problems. Now, of course, for the Republicans, they will win Alabama.
Um,
Yeah.
but do you think if we get the if we ever get a debate and Trump just starts his Biden, do you ever think the momentum just shifts?
I think I think let's pose it as a gambler. You like to do a little sports betting. I like to do a little sports betting. I follow the lines very carefully for political campaigns. Um, they still have Trump only as like maybe he's not even a 2-1 underdog at this stage.
So it's like a
I
minus
think
what 110 or like a plus 110 plus 105 kind of thing.
yeah, he's like plus 155, so almost 1.5 to lose.
Okay.
But I think he's in serious fucking trouble. I think he's taking on water because here's the thing: people don't. I think the Democrats don't necessarily want to vote for Joe, but you know what? They want to vote against Trump. So that's what the skinny is
So
here.
so what we need is a good third party to come in and like Andrew Yang and someone, and then steal all the votes and Trump wins.
Well, but the ineffective, inane Democrats have decided we're not going to let that happen this time. And that's why, James Clyburn in South Carolina made this happen for Biden. He was the one. He's the reason why Biden is going to be the nominee for the Democrats. He decided. You know, so it's that simple. I mean, I don't see how Trump can win. I mean, he's basically beating the bushes on this whole thing with absentee versus mail-in balloting. I mean, come on. I heard a number the other day. 41 million people voted by absentee ballots in 2016. By the way, just as an aside, the Republicans traditionally were the king of mail in
Oh
slash absentee.
I mail in. My parents mail in.
Yeah.
My fiance mails in. Well, I mean, but she's not a Republican. Um, but I know a lot of people. But don't. I've always heard they count the mail-ins like late.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you're having problems with the mail at your house, but all of a sudden, my mail in the last like 6, 8 weeks has gotten shitty. Like I always used to get, you know, my Bloomberg magazine on Saturday and The Economist on. I mean, I'm getting everything like a day or two later than I normally got things, and I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
COVID.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I guess I think that maybe I think there's a lot of people. I mean, I know talking from my friends on the left who are very wishy-washy about Biden. I know the right's all in with Trump. Um, and I'm just hoping for good debates. But I don't even know if we're gonna get debates. I don't think they're gonna let the Biden debate him.
I don't know. I mean, you saw Notre Dame pulled the plug on their planned debate that they were going to hold. I mean, I guess Case West. It's moved to Case Western, which is in Ohio. I don't know. I mean, it's just the debates are just a bunch of bullshit. I just I think there's going to be a very, very sizable portion of people that are going to vote ahead of time, and I think given the mail situation, um, they're going to press people to vote early. So I think this election is going to be very strange. Where last time you could pull on October surprise, you may have to get that surprise out sooner. And they've talked about this. Who's the AG from Connecticut? His name escapes me. I can see his face, but he's been doing this report forever and ever and ever. You know, I forget what the hell the guy's name is, but anyway, they're going to pull that out sometime in September, I'm guessing. But I think that's a bunch of bullshit.
The
I
report
don't
on
think
who?
that's going to move the needle.
Who's the report on? Which one?
There's a report that Bill Attorney General Barr designated to the Attorney General of Connecticut to perform a report related to the Russian investigation and the whole thing and da da da. And they're expecting some, yes, depending on who you talk to, some people are expecting there to be some charges that come as a result of it. Some say it's bullshit. Who the fuck knows? It's just noise. It's all fucking noise.
Yeah, I agree with that. No, no. Um, yeah, this whole thing is noise. It looks. I'm looking at the whole market. It looks like we're just in a holding pattern until Apple reports, and then we'll figure it out. It looks like the SPY is trying to rally back. I will say it again. I made a call yesterday. I was right. I wouldn't be surprised if on the SPY and the SPOOs we turn green today. I'm not gonna call how much green. It could be a penny, but if
I
we
don't think so. I think we're back. I think we're back at 32.27. I bet you. I bet you. I'll bet you a buck.
that puts us back a green on the day though, right? Around there. Let me see.
No.
I'm pulling on my.
Ah, shit. We've been down under 3,200.
Oh, you think we're going? You think we're going lower?
I think we're going to go a little lower. I think right now we're sitting at. I got it sitting at 34 and a quarter. I think it's going to end up at 27 and change. That's where I think we end up. I think this is just a jerk around session.
I think we end up higher on the day. I
Uh,
think it's 19 points. I think we can end up minusculely higher, but that's just my opinion.
you're smoking reefers, but of course they're legal in California.
They are. I don't know. I think. I mean, look. I talked about with my co-investment chief the other day. Apple is what 1/3 of the S&P 500,
I
something like
don't even
that.
know.
I mean, it's the most weighted. So if Apple crushes it, and if people start to think Apple's going to have a good number, watch Apple really take off today, and that will just I'll pull a spy train along with it.
Well, they're not going to do that before the close.
You don't know. I mean, you never know. I've seen weird shit happen with Apple into the close all the time. Um, so, but yeah, that's all I got for today, people. And tomorrow's gonna be a wild ride. We'll be along with it with you guys, and we'll hopefully try to break it down and not seem like idiots. No promises. Later.
Be safe.